We've made it then. What's our first order? Of business arisen.
If this experiment were to fail, not much going on.
So long as breath swell.
Arisen. You yet live. I suspected as much, given that your pawn still remains. One might hypothesize that your pawn is sustained by your vital essence. Or perhaps something more. In any case, we ought to apprise one another of the situation. Is there aught you would know? Ah, yes. I trust it has not escaped your notice that the end of days is upon us. After you vanished, together with the Red Dragon, the seas rose to swallow the skies. 'Twas perhaps a month from that evil day. A host of dragons descended from the sky. Laz, the Oracle, as she tells it, it is surely only a matter of time. I found the poor creature collapsed by the wayside. Recognizing your pawn, I decided I thought it possible that the Arisen's pawn might hold the key. Alas, mayhap you will succeed where I could not. Indeed, then I shall. In your absence, I had hoped your pawn might yield. Tell me, Arisen, what became? So, following your plunge into the sea, could that have been the world forged? Yet why would such a being link? And speculate I shall. This ought to. Now, if you can find a way.
Oh, Master, how long I've slept. But worry not. Now that I am awake, I shall follow wherever you lead.
I admire your dedication, Master. 'Tis no small feat to hone one's skills so fine.
We pawns must endeavor not to fall behind. The month I spent with Lord Phasus was a queer experience indeed. Though my mind was perpetual.
Reckless! There!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
You have my protection. The arisen turns blue with cold.
You, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on?
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait right there.
These fiends will resurrect so long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not! I shall gladly smash every last one.
he who brought the dragon low, and o'er its bones raised the proud kingdom of vermin. Despite the magnitude of my feat, those to set us did I come to know, the being by whose many eyes and as to the purpose with which they watch. Yet I did divine one thing. I despaired at this discovery. For do you understand the dearest of the arisen? Alas, though I cut down all who seemed false indeed. I was dubbed the mad sod. Yet, how else to explain? Ah, what falter not and
I see you have returned, The Mad Sovereign has called, and so if you would save the people of this world from ruin, lead them, for this place may chance to escape the
I imagine the people of this world will welcome the tidings that there is a place of refuge awaiting them.
You have my support.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I've weapon. Truth be told, I'm of half a mind. To pack up and leave. What with the much obliged.
Ah, I remember. It is a miracle you're still alive. Oh? You believe we ought to evacuate? Well, you've traveled far indeed to the farther, I dare say, than anyone would go for the sake of an idle jest. If we must leave, we shall have to begin preparations at once. But I think we're a bit short on hands to attend to all that must be done. In fact, there's a rather delicate matter that I could use some help with. A blacksmith and his wife dwell on the encampment outskirts. Might you escort them here, so that they can join the evacuation? The smith, Gustava. Well, suffice to say, Cleuna has always been content to have naught to do with us. I can only hope as she will be. And while you're taking care of that, I will see to it that the...
Ah, I remember the blacksmith and his lady wife well. I only hope we can convince them to join the evacuation.
Right you are.
Behold! It moves! Though what impelled it? I go forth, Talos! May you strike down any dragon in your path!
What force impels it? I must know!
It does not appear poised to attack us. Let us keep watch for the time being.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master.
The red clouds are receding!
But now the statue is broken. A shame, really. would seem we've need of a key, but...
Oh, why? Who's at your leisure? Come again?
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than wasteful.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Mayhap I ought to ask around.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Well done!
This is our best chance possible. We're gonna just push while we stab everyone left. I would be glad of your assistance.
Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall!
That was most ingenious, Master. How you know these things, I'll never know.
Oh well, I'm surprised.
I'm proud of Moscow as well. That was superb.
Thank you, friend. This place does not have long left, I fear. We ought to get to safety. Though I'd gladly accompany you, believe me. But the others here? Well, follow me. You'll see what I mean.
My word. Never did I dream we would come upon such a rarity.
How exciting! My heart is fit to burst.
'Tis a jail of sorts, this place. A compound where we set captured pawns to work. They were supposed to be digging up old ruins or some such. I confess, I don't know all of the ins and outs of the operation. Underlings like myself were given orders, and little else, you see.
To think Talos would topple our foe! I witnessed the feat with my own eyes, and I can still scarce believe it!
Well, here you have it. They've been like this for a month straight now. They refuse to leave. You might as well try talking to a wall. I know they don't die like we do, but it seems cruel to abandon them here. I never wanted to be here, you know, taking part in all of this. The enslavement of pawns doesn't sit... I suppose that's why I can't bring myself to leave them behind. Either that, or the current state of the world helps to put things in perspective. At any rate, I've tried everything I can think of to get them out, but naught's done any good.
The command came a month ago or more. We are to remain here, and so we remain.
I implore you, Arisen. Take me with you.
So they're staying here because they were ordered to remain. And they told you that, did they? Strange. I couldn't get a word out of them. I wonder why they saw fit to speak with you. But never mind that. More importantly, you've given me an inkling of the problem at hand. It was the Overseer's doing, methinks. When the world changed, that craven up and ran for his life. But on his way out, he used that artifact they call the God's Way to command the pawns to protect him. I expect that order of his is what the pawns were referring to. But why would they continue to obey when the man is long gone? Listen, friend. I've a thought. What say you have a look around and see what you can turn up? If the Overseer's command is indeed still in effect, it could be that he is lurking somewhere not far from here. Use that key to have a look around. It should open any doors you come across. Best keep your eyes peeled for the Overseer as well. I have a feeling he's still lurking about here somewhere.
Might not the Seafloor Shrine provide a place of refuge for the people of this land? 'Twould protect them from the Red Cloud's advance, if only for a time.
Still, 'tis easier said than done. The people may not believe us, even should we make our case.
Methinks we picked up a key somewhere.
Mayhap 'twill open the way. Let us see if it fits.
So, the pawns were being held here by the power of this godsway. Now they ought to be free to make good their escape.
Splendid.
So, there was naught left of the Overseer but bones, eh? I'll wager he thought to take the pawns with him to the grave. He always was a spiteful old goat. At any rate, I'm well grateful for your aid, friend. I only hope they'll heed my word, but I'm not worried. I'll find a way to reach them in time, no doubt. My word! Isn't this the go- With this, I'll be able to guide the pawns to the- Now there's no chance of- Seems I've no end of things to thank you for. I appreciate all you've done here.
With this, their evacuation is all but assured. Godsways are loathsome artifacts, but I suppose they have their uses.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Well met, sir. How did they treat you then?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
That was a skillful bit of fingering. You do your vocation proud. There, Master! Succubi!
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
It takes a strange ilk to elect to dwell in such hinterlands as these.
It's a lonely place, for sure.
No mercy!
It was a glorious success.
Would that we might always be so in step, eh?
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
Aho! A ballista!
It is not how we use this, but when that counts. I imagine it would be most beneficial in combat.
Then I shall remain by your side. Most impressive, Master. Fight on, and victory shall be ours. Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
No harm in picking a few.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist. Thank you. I am in your debt.
I have a modest talent for spotting material. I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to... We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
This is clearly designed to carry us somewhere. It could prove useful.
I dare say there'd be no harm in using this.
Yet those who seek deliverance from ruin.
We ought to choose our next destination based on the movements of the clouds. Might I be of assistance? I shall not fail you.
Very well. I shall return.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat.
I shan't let them fall. That was a skillful bit of you do your vocation proud. Succubi arisen! What is it? What has happened to your magic? Are we to remain here?
device of fascinating construction, built to carry freight and people, by the looks of it.
Might we not avail ourselves of its use?
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment.
I cannot begin to fathom what will become of the world after this.
Who would wish for such a calamity?
Elelote osto silfa malantha alecano mine in fe. Avehum. Angudu telpe.
My friend, how glad I am to see you yet live. When word reached me of your uncanny disappearance, I admit I feared the worst. What has become of this world? Our people fear for the future. We cannot be sure we will be safe here, yet this place is all we know. You think we need to evacuate? I see. And you know of a place where we might find refuge? I should gladly follow you, but I fear my father will not be so easily persuaded. Nonetheless, we can but try.
As arborist, Sir Taliesin is the leader of the Elven people. Let us follow our guide, that we might speak with him.
I quite agree.
Salma Arinfa, Alecano Landing.
Lungtena peli telume, ane martir, tindome ingarina fa al...
Findelnar, ne veo norwende lis kemen.
Kasinke telpe nun findaler. Fionar elwe arfarne nenwen sur or...
Mornambwe roth enfane avasil ne vea tara morevin. Lis fa aldakar kemen rosse elame mor orne arenka liasur? Liamorevin onduiroth mine fa palan venis in heranon elui soro.
Nullis amanda kill angadur.
Kemen rosse andil soron russa ne karilm ilarato. Ne chiamenran en firiav lases moredele erando morivun.
Findelnar, morivin les charmenan? Nefa oyo sur. Airan...
Alcarwa fir nun eldaya ane martir, tindome ingarina fa alme alcarwa? Et aler, le affermor el sorne an fameltor. Vanelin huror soron. Kasinke telpe nun finaler. Lera nefir heranon, anne arteher firnis. Nullis amanda kill.
Only time will tell whether the cutting shall take root. For now, let us make for the seafloor shrine.
Very well, if I must. Some other manner of creature may...
We must raise our foe unflinching, however fearsome it may be.
The arisen has been torched! Quick! Douse the flames! Stay with me, arisen. Point right there.
fire drake. But this foe is of an entirely different caliber.
My protection.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Victory is at hand. Give no quarter.
The brine has receded. We will not find a better opening. Strike the horn. Now! By some miracle. Now this region shall be safe. At least for the time being.
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drip. As well. Then I bid ye farewell.
I cannot wait to put this new equipment to use.
Let us use it well, that it might prove a worthy investment.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Casinque telpi nun aidalia anandor, nun linta.
Nenamboe javstir uru fin kemen ros uru neteren?
Luintaremi kinalen meltol. Ne meltol linkan
Palan hiarmenran, elorato ala. Nenwen mor javstir lalastar. Nun.
I thank you, friend. It would be no exaggeration to say.
Your fight continues, does it not? Stay. Let us talk.
Non via palan, my tine fear not.
I've just had a thought. When I recall our first visit to Burnworth, I cannot help but be astounded at how far you've come, Master. We shall carry this city in our hearts wherever we tread.
Christian place out there.
I cannot afford another nightmare. So what he said.
Have no fear, Master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
I'm just grateful I get to lead a quiet life.
I'm not sure what to do with myself. Quiet places call to mind things I've no notion of what awaits. And that is terrifying.
A fine place to sit and gather one's wait a minute, you're quick. One can never beat you again.
Good place. I've been pretty kind on
Ready for ancestry. These are troubled times, but rest assured. Our doors shall remain open and our beds soft. Much obliged. Welcome.
If I sleep on my word.
Tis a dreary life, this. For all its comforts.
Wait a minute, you're quick.
We shall remain here.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Always sets me to think. What else do I have to do? Could have sworn.
Would that prayer alone? Who could have imagined the world would turn? Astounding. I've no notion. Thank you. I've no. Wonderful. Who could have imagined? Wonderful. Still. Promising. I've no notion. Wonderful. Still. Wonderful. Who could have imagined? Sensational. I've no. My thanks. Still. Wonderful. Still. Wonderful. I've no notion. Promising.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
A fine place to sit and gather one's
Your Majesty, how glad I am to see you safe. Where have you been this past month? The end of the world, though. Twas a tragedy, and I would not see it repeated. You would have me evacuate the city. I see. Ever since the fall of Mel, the citizens of Vernworth have lived in fear that their homes are next to be assailed. If there is safe harbor to be found elsewhere, I believe we have naught to lose by seeking sanctuary, but I doubt I could convince the people of this city to abandon their homes. I were terrified. Methinks your majesty would do better to ask this of the Regent King. After the false sovereign vanished and the world was altered, his grace says, if the people will heed anyone...
Maintaining order in Vermund must be quite a burden upon the young Regent King. Let us aid him however we may. Of course.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm sure I can handle this. Quite sure.
At least I have my life.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only asked so that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
So you've come. Captain Brandt has already apprised me of your proposal. Truth be told, I had reached the so long as we cower within these walls. My ministers have approved the plan. The only remaining obstacle is my mother. She has said I have tried to make her see However, I fear that my position permits me to entertain her fancy. I must put the needs of now. There are a few matters I must attend to before we can evacuate. And we will require several ox carts to carry the sick and aged out. Might I prevail upon you to petition the merchant at the ox cart station in the west of the city for their use? You may assure him that the royal treasury will foot any...
Queen Regent Disa hardly leaves her chambers. Between you and me, I fear for her. Have you come to claim my life, Arisen? But I shall go to the grave with a smile on my... So do as you will. Do with me as you will. The throne and its powers.
This sort of quiet means all's well.
I only pray my watch. Those new recruits barely lift their swords can only be hung on the back.
I'm sure I can handle this.
Only person I believe in is myself.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'll feel a sight better.
up to today.
Whatever am I to do?
Surely I'm over.
Apologies, but I...
Falls on me.
Won't someone do aught about this?
This place is lovely. I might stay a while.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
As long as I get my gold...
We have chartered the ox carts as requested. It is a pleasant change for things to go so smoothly, eh, Master?
Well said.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Mother, I must beg your forgiveness. I believed that you desired to make me sovereign solely for your... Yet in truth, you sought to...
Ah, but I would have benefited. Besides, I cannot deny that I was proud.
Even so, if I had but better known your heart, I could have shared it. You would not have had to suffer alone.
Oh, Sphynx.
Mother, I beg you, join the evacuation. I would not see you take your crimes wholly. That weight is as much mine to...
My son, your kindness will save... My son, your kindness will save many...
Ah, you've returned. How you do? That puts paid to the last of us.
You have my gratitude.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this world.
Those recruits think they'll come off a point.
Spartans!
The creature is defeated! He's hope. This will be enough to forestall the Red Cloud's advance for a while.
Not even Vernworth is safe from the pool of destruction. Now we face a throne no less dangerous than the dragon.
I will see it answered for every last innocent to life its name. Never mind. Our master would do what is right, regardless of the
That was a skillful bit. You do your own best.
I've got hold of the enemy!
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
You saw the sky fall, I trust. I doubt you could have missed it. And wherever the sky falls, a dragon soon appears to lay waste to the land. Or so I had assumed, after what befell Melv. Yet aught here appears to be different. Has our ruin been... I must examine that creature. It may well be the key to unraveling the origins of this cataclysm.
The path through this rock has been sealed to us. There's naught for it but to search for an old...
Many paths are closed to us now, on account of the dragon's descent, no doubt. But we must find a way to reach it.
Confound this obstruction. But I suppose I ought to have expected this. Answers were ne'er so easily won. Monsters! Summoned by that beast, no doubt.
My shot left it home.
Going to regret that. My luck runs out.
Put your metal where your mouth is.
I'm done for. Come on.
I will finish this here and now.
Principles. That's all we
I'm dead tired of this.
It seems this is the only way forward. Up we go. Why do you falter? Come this naught can be achieved without sacrifice. fine welcome indeed. I can only hope that the worst is now behind us. Alas, a theory unproven was of little practical use.
No mercy!
Few know the real nature of the dragon. The beast's fell powers are twice as terrible in the flesh.
You have my protection.
Invincible as dust in the wind. There it is. The dragon at the heart of all this destruction.
I cannot fall to prowess.
Let's see know where that came from.
Splendid.
a singular creature. Is this what called the monsters forth? I should like to capture it and bring it back to the lab. There is much that might be learned from it. Why did you destroy it? The secrets we might have learned. Never mind. You've your charge, 'tis true, and the fiends appear to be falling back. But I trust you won't object if I take a sample of its remains. After all, your role is to save this world, and mine is to pursue its secrets. Go, do what you must. I will remain here, and someday soon, I will lay bare the... And on that day, I will slip...
I see you do not relent. Your persistence is most intriguing. Alas, would that the word... I am certain that your tale would have been a glory, yet 'twas not to be. You...
By and large, the people of Bagbatal seem to adore their benevolent empress.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
Vermin's people bear no such love for their Queen Regent.
Her Majesty has begun her supplications. None may see her.
Stay your hand, Vera. This... Come hither. We would speak with you. So you are returned, Sir Arisen. We are gladdened to find you safe and well in the mid... Now, to what do we owe the pleasure of this visit? You would have the people of this nation abandon their homeland to seek sanctuary elsewhere. 'Tis no small thing you ask of us. We will require some time to consider. For now, prithee speak with Sir Manella. You will doubtless find her patrolling the city. Her assistance will be indispensable if we are to undertake the evacuation of Bagbatal and the checkpoint rest town. Prithee, speak with her assistance will be
Slim pickings of late. Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot. We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I'll not stick my head where it will get cut off. Living's hard, but now you're coming. I'm hurt.
There is naught more you can achieve from this. The time of resistance is long past.
Right where I want you.
Come on! Don't drag this! Stop! Think you can run?
That's what you're supposed to do, Thievery. You do your vocation proud. Tis no small wonder that Ox gods have seized operation, given the state of things.
A shame, but the roads have grown ever more perilous of late. Now we've a sure minor sort of fight. Strike hard enough, and we might not have to do this twice.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Value. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack! Tis a foe working on the ship. More to save our vessel.
All that remains is for you to fulfill your final duty, to witness this world's end with your own eyes.
Take that!
I shan't let it on. Well fought, Arisen. Let us not get ahead of ourselves. The battle continues.
Resounding success. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed. No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
Well now, whatever brings you here? These are perilous... You'd have us evacuate with the...
Now, I'll hear none of that. I'll see you to... Besides, I should hope this good soul has earned your trust by now. After all that goodwill and the long...
Oh, very well, my love, if you insist. Would you be so kind as to escort us to our...
Let us see our charges to the encampment. But be mindful, the path seems much changed since last we walked it.
Outstanding.
You've been doused in oil! You must steer clear of fire!
Come to think of it, our ranks have gone unchanged for a while now.
Our combined might is a force to be reckoned with. I say, we forge on together for as long as we may.
As you wish. I shall return directly.
You haven't forgotten us, have you, Master?
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Well, here we are. How long before the evacuation begins?
Would you find Sir Ernesto? Let him know that we'll wait here to...
Should you need to communicate in Elvish, pray?
If I've time to spare...
I'll sleep like a log tonight.
Time to be heading home.
Sir, I implore you to reconsider. Surely you can see that the situation is dire.
How many times must I say it? I'll not be ordered about. Not by ye, not by anyone. Now bugger off and leave me alone.
Ah, good. I'm afraid there's another matter for which I must... It concerns the fellow I was just speaking. The man's something of a regular at our hut. I sought him out to tell him of the evacuation. I must confess, I'm at a loss. Could I prevail at this point? Methinks anything...
Sir Lamond is as mighty as 100 soldiers. 'Twould be reassuring to have his aid. Shall we...
Fancy meeting ye here, cuz. Did... Not this again. I'm here to live my life as I see fit. I'll not be ordered about by anyone. Not even ye. Oh, bollocks. Of course ye'd make a decent request like that. Aye, fine. I'll do it. Seeing as ye're the one asking. Can't say I'll be glad to leave this place behind, but you've my word.
Sir Lamond shall be a boon to the evacuation effort. Let us inform Sir Ernesto of our success.
Right you are.
I cannot. We shall fare much better on the... 'Twill be slow going, mind. Yet, come what may.
The people of Volcanic Island are evacuated. May they make it through the...
You have my support.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Leave the finding of equipment enhanced.
Well met.
Truth be told, I'm of half a mind to pack up and leave. What with the volcano? Always a pleasure.
Our packs are heavier, and our... our purses far lighter.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Can't you see I'm...
Welcome. I'd gladly stay here forever if I could.
Interested in my wares? Suppose courage can...
You've pushed your luck too far. I'll not take that from you.
Pray calm yourselves, good people. I will have none of this squabbling.
So, Manella, you don't understand. This scoundrel's the one who started it.
No, you don't understand. This is no time for the people of Batal to be quarreling amongst themselves. We shan't weather this calamity unless we can recall our common purpose and unite our efforts towards it. Ah, Sir Arisen. You are returned, I see. With the world in such disarray, I could not stand to be away from my homeland. Thus did I return, to render what aid I may. I maintain order as best I can. But for every fire I extinguish, it seems 3 more are incited behind my back. But enough of my woes. You wish us to evacuate? Mayhap the idea merits some thought. After all, if we sit on our haunches, 'tis likely only a matter of alas. The people of Batal are far from united in purpose at present. Should we proceed, unheeding of their divisions, I fear that our efforts would come undone with every soul at their wits' end. Conflict is like to spark at the slightest provocation. As such, before we take any measures, I would have you walk amongst the people, Sir Arisen, and should you encounter any discord, pray do aught you can to resolve the people. Such efforts will doubtless allow the evacuation to proceed. All as for me, my work here is far from done.
Fled. Tempers are understandable given the circumstances. Let us aid in mediating the quarrels arising in Bug.
You've pushed your luck too... That's quite enough. Haven't you had enough yet?
You're the one who started this.
Ah! You're just riding on your father's coattails.
You slander my honor, sir. I demand a duel. This is no business of yours. Be gone!
Now, Narbra, let's not be too hasty. If we are to duel, we ought to have a witness. Otherwise, who's to say the victor fought with honor?
Aye, true enough. Without a witness, either of us could simply kill the other, then disavow the use of any underhandedness. Well, sir, what say you? Will you watch over us while I take this scoundrel to task? This knave dared to slight my honor. He said my swordsmanship was hardly fit to wound a training dummy. The bloody nerve of him.
And I'd say it again. 'Twas your dear father's patronage that made you a sentinel, not your own skill.
You have my gratitude, sir. Let us delay no further. Come, Scario. Prepare yourself.
Have at you!
Right where you want them. Stay back, lest you get caught in the fray.
I cannot take another moment.
Have you lost your wits? Keep your distance!
I must be losing my nerves.
Steel yourself. You're made of tougher stuff.
Mercy!
Is that the best you can do?
I can't stop shaking.
Steel yourself. You're made of tougher stuff. Then.
do not wish to injure you.
I admit it. I underestimated your skill. The loss is mine.
Nay. 'Twas I who underestimated you. I'd thought to score an easy victory, but you fought fair and capably.
We owe you a debt, sir. 'Tis on your account that we've seen some. Were it not for your.
Indeed.
Seems some things can only be resolved by crossing blades. But I doubt they'll quarrel again after this.
'Twas a pleasure to recount such good tidings.
Oi! I saw it first. Phew. Trust a flea-ridden hide to take it all for himself.
Why must I share with a fangless one? This is no more your food than Batal is your land.
You there! You couldn't have come at a better time. Put this upstart in his place for me, won't you? Go on, lay into him. If that's what you think, why don't you mind your own...
Aye, clear off. Pretty words shan't fill our bellies.
That's it. I've had enough.
That's quite enough.
That's it. I've had enough. Oi, you trying to nick our dinner?
Aye, you'd better run.
I know where we can find the necessary materials to enhance your equipment, Master. I've noted the location on your map.
You've mastered a most useful ability.
What use is my training now? Not like I give a damn.
Have courage! I'm right here beside you. You have my protection.
Fie that! We're done for. I ne'er stood a chance.
Heavens preserve me.
That's not happening.
I've had well enough of your nitpicking.
I reckon the world would be better off without you.
Oi, you! Don't go poking your nose in our business.
Aye, leave off or we'll make you.
This ain't good.
In the end... Have you lost your bloody mind?
Reckon you can just cut us down in the street? What's the matter with you? Eh? Fine, fine. We'll set our squabble aside for today.
Things appear to have quietened down around the city. Shall we bring word of our doings to Sir Manella?
Right you are.
Ah, Sir Arisen. In less pressing circumstances, I would... The people of Batal are beginning to see that they must... We shall see the fruits of your lay. Pray, return to Empress Nadine. Heavens only know how many lives...
What say we report back to Empress Nadinia? Her Majesty ought be willing to commence the evacuation now.
By your leave.
This is quite a quandary.
Places such as this ought to be protected. The seeds of evil find no nourishment.
One of our ministers informs us that you have been espied in the city, resolving the people. You have our gratitude. Your journey continues.
Pray excuse the interruption, Your Majesty, but I fear time is upon us. I would see you prepared for the road.
Indeed. Forgive us, but we...
Bagbatal and the rest down are now safely evacuated. I'm certain we can rely upon Sir Manella to keep...
That was certainly worthwhile.
soldiers need better training.
I'm about ready to fall asleep and wake up.
What should I get up to today? At least I have
Slim pickings of late.
One can never beat my wares.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
Might as well take a look while you're here. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Have we any gold left after that extravagance? No sense ruining the cost. Such purchases are a given on an adventure as important as ours.
Anything? My bed calls and I shan't resist.
Go on, have a look. Suppose I'd best get to work. Greetings! We see a great many customers given our luck.
I trust all's well. I trust all's well.
How am I to protect those dearest to me?
Well met, sir.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
Clean and tidy? What else needs doing?
Not much going on.
Wished I'd always
Well met. Look. To make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
I'd better make myself scarce.
Spare me talk of sovereigns and lend me your ear. Surely you'll be willing to hear my request. No? Well...
Not a foe in sight.
A brief respite is naught to decry.
Preparation can only take you so far. How am I to
I'm in fine fettle today.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
Pray, let an old man be.
This year's crops aren't faring so well. There's comfort in that.
My bed calls and I shan't resist. Fancy a look at my wares?
Twill be safe in my possession till you decide to reclaim it. There, Master! Phantasms!
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last.
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
I shan't allow any further harm to come to you.
Now's the flame before it is too late.
Feast your eyes on this!
It is no small wonder that ox carts have ceased operation in the state of things.
Will the day ever come when we might employ one again?
This seems a decent spot for a campsite.
It's a dangerous thing traveling after dark.
I pity the foe who challenges you, Master.
Fight on, and victory shall be ours.
That was certainly worthwhile.
Seems your luck's run out. That's mine.
No mercy!
met, sir. How might I be of service?
A lonely place, but not without its charms.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
Complaining. I'll have an early supper.
These old bones grow weary. Help! Won't someone do aught about this? My only object is to live. Oh, what am I?
Living's hard, but dreams are free, they say.
See a look at my wares?
Have no fear, master. I'll fare all right without you for a little while.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Time to be heading home. Fancy a look at my wares?
That's
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Since times of eld, remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drink. As well.
Then I bid ye farewell.
Do not forget that we work to serve this. There is a matter I would entrust to you alone. That is a pity.
Shall we get some rest then? I return safe and sound. I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Off we go then.
Ready to forge on? The flow of time.
This is too much for my old bones.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Go on then. Tell me of your latest experience.
I've a selection of wares that's sure to please. Pleasure doing business with.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch.
Greetings. You seek guidance, do you not? You need only make a worthy offering in exchange. 'Tis lovely to see you.
Welcome.
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Ah, well met.
Looking for aught in particular? Do come again. I mean, if you...
Peruse at your leisure, sir.
Fancy a gander? I find good.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Welcome.
Bitter glares dog our steps wherever we tread here in Batal. 'Tis clear its people hold no... How many times have we come here, I wonder?
Where your overconfidence does not lead to incaution.
Times see worlds uncountable created, only to be snuffed out like candles by the cold breath of oblivion. Eventually, the Great Will tired of witnessing this. It sought to overturn oblivion by granting unto it a role, a duty, an identity. I speak of the dragon. By the Great Will does the dragon create a cycle, allowing it to forestall the end of this world time and time again. Yes, there is. This world has been safeguarded by the dragon. You yourself were chosen to form a part of this cycle. The Arisen is selected by the Great Will to play the role of the dragon's counterpart. That is how this world is built. The dragon seeks to continue the cycle, and the Arisen exists to oppose it. This is the true meaning of the dragon's dogma. Once, everyone in this world had a role to play. For a well-crafted tale has no excess. There must be a reason for each character's inclusion. Yet, this means that should even one of these characters stray from their assigned role, the tale entire will unravel. And if it does, their world will end. Such is the choice you have made, Arisen. By rejecting your own duty in this world, you have robbed all others of the chance to fulfill the roles they were assigned. The pawns are no exception. Born of the nothingness of the
me now, Arisen. I am no longer a mere vessel. Your great will has imbued me with a lesser will of my own. Will is power. 'Tis the means to shape the world as one desires. Master!
Oblivion fades. This tale's end has been unwritten. My heart, it aches. A new world comes. A new tale is set to unfold. Yet, it seems I will not be there to watch.